Welcome back to URDONE.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yes, and we have a new episode with a new guest.
Yes, we do. As a reminder, I'm Brendan.
I'm Tasha.
And our special guest today is someone that we've actually talked about on the pod many times. Mm-hmm. You would know her as a thief.
Yes.
Because
That's
she
the
is...
first thing you learned. Because I'm a thief.
Yes.
First.
Even though Tasha tried to take that credit away from me.
I don't know if that's a credit you necessarily
That's fair.
want.
That's fair.
You
But you know
want-
what? Credit where credit is due. I did the thing, okay?
You did the
I
thing.
Yeah.
And tell us the thing. Who are you?
Who are you, my love?
Well, I'm Olivia.
And
I am sometimes known as the creative director.
correct. Correct.
But yeah, you probably don't know me, but best know me as the thief who stole the microphones from season 1.
That is correct. And we love those. Those microphones are iconic.
They're
R.I.P. though.
But she
R.I.P.
has so much more,
Rip.
qualities that we love.
Yeah. And we call her the creative director because many of our social media posts have actually been directed specifically by Miss Olivia. So we applaud you for your service.
Thank you.
And now the fans get to see you.
Oh. I'm more comfortable behind the camera.
But she looks great in front of it.
Yes. You got all gorgeous for us.
Let me tell you how I know her.
Please.
First, let me just talk. Yes, let me talk about the fact that I'm like speaking into a pom pom.
We love the pom pom.
Because Brendan forgot something. But you know what? I think it's a cute look.
Yeah, I like
It's a
it.
cute look.
It's like it's giving. I don't know what it's giving, but it's giving. Oh, it's giving luxury.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here for that.
That's a
why I'm the creative director.
Exactly. So years ago, I was told when I had transferred to the new place in which I work,
Right.
that I needed to search out one girl named Olivia because I was told that I would love her and that we'd be besties. And I believe that she had just gone back from a vacation or something.
Okay.
It was super, super busy. And everyone is like getting everything ready to like do this big change at work. And I went over and I said, "Excuse me, are you Olivia?"
Like, yeah,
And she's like, yeah, what do you want? I was like, I was told that I think that we'd be good friends. And she's like, okay. Like,
That's how you started?
that's how that started.
I don't think that I actually reacted that way. I don't think I've
Not
ever
as like that. But I'm being dramatic a little bit.
I would
But
have
there
reacted that
was-
way. Like,
No,
who are
there
you?
was still a little bit of like, bitch, I'm busy.
Right. Fair.
Right?
Fair.
But I just
Classic.
needed her to know that I know that we'll be friends.
And boy,
Fast forward.
Fast
she
forward.
ran.
We've been on trips together. We've been iconic in different things together.
We love it.
We love that. And
We
so
love
thank you
it.
so much for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. And I feel very blessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're blessed to
she's
have
gorge.
you. Yeah. And she's
Like,
gorgeous.
gorge.
Yeah, watch
Like,
this
annoyingly
episode.
So.
I thought you were going to reference, your producer husband, Angel.
I know.
You didn't
I
say it in
was
the story.
waiting. I
Because
was waiting.
I get annoyingly told that, like, you talk about your husband. But I'm a newlywed hoe. I'm going to talk about my husband.
Yeah, but he's pretty essential in this.
He
this
is
version,
essential.
Of course.
right?
This is the time to bring him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read.
Yeah.
No, I knew that I was going to get a read.
Of course.
And so I was like, how do I say this story without saying him? But then I was like, I know she's going to bring up that I didn't say him. But then Brendan's going to be like, well, you write him up. So you know what? I just
There's no
chose.
winning. There's no
Fair.
winning.
I chose,
There's no winning.
I chose an option.
Shout out to producer Angel.
Yeah, shout out producer Angel every episode.
Honey.
Yeah, we also met at that same place of work, which is funny that this podcast sort of is in some ways like a trip
Insidious
down
of-
memory lane of that particular place.
Yes.
But I don't remember the first time we met. I don't have like a specific distinction of that. I definitely didn't come over to you and be like, hey, so I think we're going to be besties and I'm actually going to get married to one of your friends.
I sound just like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been practicing.
Thank you.
I think for us, it was a slow build. I think in the
was.
beginning, we have kind of similar personalities
Yeah.
when it comes to work. So I actually think we had a bit of like
We
a.
butt heads. Yeah.
Like I actually was like, oh my God, who is this guy coming into this place?
Yeah.
Ooh, tea.
No, totally. I
she's
get
not.
it.
We did have a little
A
bit
tip?
Of a little tip.
I was wondering if we were bringing that up.
but because of that, I
Yeah.
think we kind of found common ground. And
Oh, totally. Yeah. It was like, it like busted the tension.
busted the tension.
Burst.
Like-
oh.
I was going to say like pimple popping, and then he goes,
Oh.
I'm like, it doesn't match. It doesn't match.
No.
Well, honey, welcome to the
Thank you.
pod.
Yeah.
Shall we
Welcome.
cheers these?
Cheers.
She-
To Olivia.
I can't even reach you all at the
I
studio.
know. I was
Yeah.
expecting this large ass couch all by myself.
All to yourself.
All to yourself.
Yeah.
Well-
so
Shall we talk about our weeks?
yeah, so just as a preface for our listeners, we're going to be, the topic for today is a show that we all love, which is Love is Blind. We're going to be talking about the new season.
Or is it?
Wow,
Dun, dun, dun.
I have thoughts.
We'll
Anyways,
get into it.
but we'll start with our segment that we start with every episode, which is the catch
The
up.
catch up. We got to talk about our week.
Yeah,
Shall we let you be the first one since you are
yeah.
a beautiful
Please,
guest?
Olivia, tell us about your week.
Tell us about it, girly.
It's a bit of a downer.
That's fine. Is it a you're done moment?
Kind of.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, work's just been kind of. I no longer work at the place that.
Yes.
Mm.
We all
you've
met
been
at.
released.
Been released.
You've been
I
released. Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
People listen to this. Just for the record.
My truth is my truth.
Kidding. Yeah. So, anyways, my work has been kind of challenging. There's just been some major change-ups.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna humble brag that I did get a little bit of a promotion,
Yay!
Ooh.
That's so awesome.
but
Oh, not a promotion, but
it's a lot of like I said, changes, a lot of
Okay.
challenges to navigate.
yeah.
Those changes may have been, it's just a lot of work.
I
I'm
was
we're
like,
being very careful with the words that we're saying.
Did you get more money?
I did.
Was it material?
It was okay.
Okay. Yeah.
it's okay. But
We
is,
love
A bump
is
is a
it
bump is a
propor-
bump is a
Yeah.
bump.
is it proportionate to the work? I'm Okay.
We see.
That.
That's the you're done
Yeah.
part of it.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done. So anyways, don't look up my LinkedIn.
I always wonder about that. I'm like, that is the way I like stalk people is LinkedIn. Like, if I don't know much about you, that's how I will Google you. It's
Well, I guess so,
always how
yeah,
I found.
yeah.
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 Because if you don't know someone's last name, the easiest way is to go through their LinkedIn and to do like their first name, their city, and then LinkedIn.
You heard it here first, folks. The
I've just
stalking-
taught everyone how to do
The
The
this.
stalking comes from you.
Sometimes you have to internet dating, like as you should both. Well, not you, because we've talked about this. Tash doesn't need the apps when she's married. But even back then, she knew everyone, so how could she? But
not a good thing.
if you don't know it, but if you don't, it's a way to find people. Anyways, don't do that for Olivia.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't listen.
It hasn't
Don't
been
yeah.
updated in a really long time.
Oh, well, then even better.
Yeah.
Maybe
Anyway.
don't.
Anyways, so it's a bit of a mixed bag
Yeah.
at work right now. A little bit boring, but also like a little bit of exciting too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love
I love
that.
that.
Well, congrats to your promotion. We love
you.
that.
Congrats.
Love. Tash.
So I say, okay, so this week I got invited to go to a murder mystery dinner.
Ooh.
And I've never done one of those before. and I've always wanted to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Soup's cute. Now, the description for me, I was Bella Bandit.
Okay.
She's fierce,
Yeah.
independent, and she don't take no shit from nobody. So I said, oh, I think that's me.
What is the theme of
Yeah.
this? Like a Wild West?
It was Wild West.
I knew it from
Yeah.
Bandit.
And you know who my character I was really like trying to sit in?
Who?
Beyonce.
She said, did you wear the
Levi
jeans?
jeans?
No, I don't have, I wore them
Oh.
to that night. But let me
Perfect.
tell you, the description said to wear an 1870s gown suitable for riding.
What?
Bitch, I don't got no
Where are you even gonna get that?
1870s gown suitable for riding. And it said with a bandana and a hat. So I chose to wear a crop, a button-up white blouse with Beyonce's jeans,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a nice little bandana because I'm a new age one.
Yes.
I'm a new age
We
one.
love that.
Modern
Thank you,
Bandit.
Beyonce.
Yes. And like it was really interesting because there was like 7 rounds or something like that. You have to
Okay.
walk around and there's like a script.
Yeah.
But you can go off script a little bit. And
Okay.
then there's questions to ask other people to try to figure out who is the murderer.
Yeah.
And like you have to really find your character. So like I said, I was Beyonce. So I really took it very seriously.
I love that. How many
Very
people
serious.
were there?
Maybe 8.
Oh, it's little.
It was little. It was like
Okay.
organized by like a friend who did it at their house.
Okay, cute.
Right? And I really want to do something like this again.
Please.
I wished I was the murderer. When we
Yeah.
choose from the bucket
Yeah.
of like who it
Who
is,
it is.
I wanted to be the murderer so bad.
Yeah.
But instead, I really wanted people to think I was the murderer.
What about for extravaganza?
Well, that's what I was
No, we
thinking.
don't have time for that.
Oh,
The
holiday
extravaganza-
theme, right?
No.
It was Santa.
There's only one event during the holiday extravaganza, not that.
Okay.
Right? But I really wanted to be the murderer, so I just really made people think I was.
How did you do that? What was your...
I was just very mysterious. Apparently, it was called the person who died was Deputy Drinkwater in the
Okay.
saloon,
Wow.
Mm.
right? And
I-
so my character that we had an affair, and like that's what
Okay.
it was.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, he done me wrong,
Dun dun dun.
right? I had to
Dun,
give
dun,
him
dun.
a lesson, kind of thing.
Was
Yeah.
it you improvising or was it part of the profile?
No, the actual profile said that we had an affair, but I had to like
Yeah.
Love. Okay.
make it more,
Yeah.
And did you figure out who the murderer was?
I didn't.
Oh, so you weren't the murderer and you didn't figure it out.
I know.
So-
I didn't
So you
do-
failed.
Double fail.
So the URDONE is on me. But I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like fun.
Love.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So mine is, so this will come out post this, but mine is, I went to this Halloween party yesterday and it was like thrown by someone that I hadn't met before in their like huge party room, like the biggest party room I've ever seen in an apartment building. And they went all out. I went as Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Ew, that's real cute.
Yeah, me and my
So
boyfriend, he went as Velma. And so it's not really a you're done moment, but there was a costume contest. And the way that it worked is so like everyone shows up, you're mingling, blah, 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 blah. And then partway through, they give people like, everyone votes on who the best costume is. But you do like a basically a runway sort of thing. And so
As
him and I
one
go
was.
up and we obviously I was like, okay, we have a scripted thing. You're going to drop your glasses. I'm going to go, Velma, look, a monster. And she'll be like, Jinkies, I can't. So I was like, I'm
The
giving,
production
I'm giving,
value.
exactly. I'm giving performance. No one else did that.
And this is why they don't succeed.
Exactly. And so then everyone votes and people kept coming up to us being like, I voted for you. I voted for you. And it was a drag queen, like a professional drag queen who was then hosting the event and whatever. Yeah, it was great. Baby Bell Bell, shout out. Love her. Anyways, and then it was a tie between, so him and I, and then this pair of like Twinkie Aladdins. Hate. They were literally went as Aladdin.
But like both of them?
Yeah, it was, I was like, how is that? Whatever. I
No
think it's
one
because
wanted to be
people couldn't.
Jasmine?
Nobody wanted, no Jasmines.
Weird.
And I bet you they just had to both go up because people couldn't say Aladdin 1 or Aladdin 2. So they had to both go. And then we had to lip sync for our lives
To Rihanna.
to Rihanna. And we won. And we got a golden skull. And I've been riding that high since yesterday.
As you should.
I'm like, oh,
You're
I won the
Yeah,
contest.
you won, baby.
Yeah, win a baby.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, I really committed to that costume. Check out Instagram. My Instagram will have a bunch of stuff of that. But yeah, I love Halloween.
Me too. Me
Oh.
too.
I'm
Okay.
with that.
So, speaking of scary things, let's get into the topic for today. So,
Yes.
today's topic is the TV show, Netflix show, Love is Blind.
Mhm. Everyone knows Love is Blind.
Everyone.
If you don't, because not everyone does, you would have heard it in a previous episode. We talked about it very briefly, but a quick recap of Love is Blind. Essentially, they go to a city, a bunch of singles, straight people, boo, sorry.
Just outed me. Oh my God.
I booed you both.
But the ultimatum queer season,
So good.
fantastic.
Anyways, so they get these men and women, and then they basically agree to go on this show where for 10 days, they basically don't get to see anybody else but the other contestants. And they're in these pods where they aren't actually able to see the person that they're talking to.
There's a wall in between.
There's a wall.
Yeah.
And they go on dates over hours and hours and hours. And they eventually, like through the process, someone will hopefully propose, and then after they propose, they'll get to see each other. They live together for like 2 weeks or 3
they
weeks.
go on a pre-honeymoon.
Right,
They do a little
sorry.
trip, little venture.
Exactly. Then they move into.
Then they move in together, and then a couple weeks after that, they get married.
3
Or
weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. It's, I think, a
They go
2-month
young.
process in
Yeah.
total, which is wild. So we're on season 7.
Season
Is that
7
correct?
started
Lucky
during
us.
COVID
Yeah.
when everyone was indoors and had nothing else to do but watch. this.
I think it's even longer than COVID because I was looking, the ones that have been together the longest have been together for 6 years.
Mhm.
That's
Which is the most
Cameron
iconic,
and
yeah.
Cameron and
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so
The most
beautiful.
iconic.
So cute.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
them.
love them. Love them.
So to start, why do you watch it? What's your interest, Olivia? Why do you love Love is Blind?
First of all, I love trashy reality television.
Slay.
You know, the girl likes to judge a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, deep down inside, I'm an ooey romantic.
Aww.
We
I
want to
wouldn't
believe.
actually think that about you, though.
Dry.
Most people don't. I said deep. It's deep.
You really have to dig.
Dig it down in
Get in there.
You know, we love a good romance. We
Mhm.
love the
Yeah.
heartfelt family moments.
Yeah.
Most of all, I love the drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love the drama.
We love
I like to shed a 1-2 tier, but I love the drama.
Right. And just for the record, I don't think that you're not like lovey. It's that you're just very pragmatic. So but it turns out
He
a
had
lot
to make sure that he like filled that in for you all.
I don't want people to think I think she's like heartless.
Dry.
Dry.
Why we didn't get along at the beginning.
Because we're similar, that's why.
No, it's true. I am very.
You guys
like,
are very similar.
Yeah.
I have a very like realist
Mhm.
approach to most things, 100%.
Yeah.
But you know, a girl just wants to be loved and see real love.
Fair,
you know?
fair. So have you seen all of the seasons of Love is
I
Blind?
have.
Okay.
So I had watched the first couple of seasons, but then I didn't have Netflix for a while, so we kind of lost touch. Love is Blind and I.
Yeah.
But as
She caught up.
I got caught up specifically for that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So
For doing your
I
homework.
have now watched all seasons. I am Love is Blinded. I've started on UK now.
Okay, that's
I
a
wanna see the
really
Love
good
is
one.
Blind,
I
like,
literally just
Habibi.
Habibi.
I want to
Yeah.
watch that.
That one
New
apparently.
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazil. They're gonna
Yeah.
do one. They're doing one in Toronto.
Are they?
They cast for it already. Yeah.
Screaming.
Friend of the pod, KB, was going to be on it. And
Really?
Yeah, because it was being cast when we were in Mexico earlier this year. And she was like, "Can you help me with my video?" And then we just were too drunk to do it ever, which was probably for the best. Because wow, she was on that show, icon. Icon.
That would have
Icon.
been
Riveted.
She is exactly the person that we know that would be good at it. Yeah.
100%.
But this season has been like there have been some seasons that were like a bit dry
Yeah.
and like there was like no drama, or there was like one season that like only like 2 or 3 people got engaged and you're like bored, you know?
Oh.
I think that
'Cause
was
I
season
actually
like
haven't
5
seen-
or so.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen all of them. I saw the first one,
Waste.
and then I saw 6 maybe, like the one
Okay.
before, and then this
Yeah.
one, and UK, which I was obsessed with.
I didn't
UK,
watch that
actually.
one.
It was really good.
I didn't watch that one, but I just finished this
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Saved
Now-
the last episode for like this morning.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. But the reunion
Yeah.
is still coming out on the
Excited.
30th. So this will be out when
Post
that's
the
already out. So
reunion,
then like
yeah.
maybe we'll do like an Instagram little like
Yeah.
story about it.
That would be
But, like,
cute.
Shall we get into
Let's do it. Let's
this
do-
season?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go
dive
through
in.
these couples, okay?
Yeah.
And for our viewers, I'm gonna like put photos so like to reference
Slay.
the people so
It's a
you
spoiler
know.
alert. Just
Yeah.
if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it yet,
You know what? It's already out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched it,
That's your
problem.
responsibility.
Think- think about-
You're done.
Think about this as the abridged version of the season, basically.
Yes, exactly.
We're going to catch you up on
Exactly.
season 7 in 30 minutes or less.
So
Slide
when we
with
were
you,
in
gang.
the pods, who annoyed me the most? Leo.
Oh,
Yeah, of
God. Yeah.
Leo. And we had Leo and Brittany.
Leo and
Okay.
Brittany.
Leo was like, I got money. I have money. You know, I have money. I now have money. But I have money. Like
I'm just really
every
worried that
scene.
people only like me for my money.
Yeah.
And then only mentions it.
I have money. Yeah.
money. But you know, I have
Money.
money. But then Brittany is like,
I want to be a trophy wife.
yeah, she's
They
like,
would have been
I
perfect for
only
each
want
other.
to be like 100% taken care of.
Yeah,
Totally.
Exactly.
Right? But they got engaged.
Yeah, but
But we knew as soon as they saw each other.
yeah,
We
it was
knew.
so when he was like they were being like physical, and it was just really awkward. Like she was clearly her
Yeah.
body language was like leaning as
Like,
far away as
grinning.
possible.
But
She was
she's like,
"Oh,
maybe the money is there, so maybe I'll lean a little
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you're gonna be a gold digger, he's not the worst.
He's not
There's
the
so
worst.
much worse you could
But
get.
his personality, that
He's
is
not
so
the worst.
obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know, and even in the photo that I've posted here, like, not that you need to be the best dresser if you're like have so much money, but wear something better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm
Step it
surprised.
up.
But he was saying that, you know, unfortunately, there's been passing in his family,
Yeah.
and now he's taken over the art dealership business, which, you know, after the show has gone down.
Oh, because
Not
of this.
completely, but like they've lost a lot of business.
Of course. This is the challenge of like why I would be afraid to go on a show like this. You don't get to control your own edit. You say stuff, and then, you know, if you have your own business or whatever, it's very easily you could, if people don't like you, it's game over,
Yeah.
girl.
True.
100%.
I will give it to Brittany. She's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
For sure.
pretty.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You know, if that's
I really think
Number
that they
one.
did us a disservice though of not having them go to Mexico.
oh, but do you know what happened?
Tell me.
They did go
What's
to
the tea?
Mexico, but they didn't go with the show.
Oh, I thought they went
They
to
went on. They went their own trip.
To Miami, not to
yeah,
Mexico.
yeah.
I heard it was
Miami.
Mexico.
No, it was
Well,
Miami.
and there was like a screen on the episode that was like they didn't get chosen,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they went to Miami together.
You know why probably I didn't see that? There are times when I watch the show that I do like a little fast forward when I'm bored.
beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Beep, 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 beep. And they were boring me.
But I would have.
So I probably missed that part.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I think when
didn't
they're
miss
there, they decided, you know, it's probably best.
Yeah.
I think they decided there. I think she decided
Oh,
Yeah.
decided.
the
And then
moment she laid
wanted
eyes
to go
on
on a
Yeah.
free trip.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
It's exactly
Fair
what she
enough.
I love a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love a trip.
That area of Yon would be incredible.
Well, you know, they didn't do the whole experiment, so let's not like
Okay,
stay on them.
moving
too long.
on.
Moving on.
All right, we've got Monica and Steven,
Ugh.
Okay.
the tall buff
Yeah.
leprechaun.
Yeah. Who is
It's just a smidge spice. A little bit.
Oh yes, he's 5% black.
Yeah.
was it? I thought it was more, but it was still like
No, she's
crazy.
like, at least I can like really like him because there's some black in him. I'm like, honey, BB, this man looks straight out of Ireland.
Yeah, he had crazy eyes too.
Yeah.
He had crazy
The
eyes. He had the craziest eyes. And he's like, I love you. I love you. Everything about he was just
Yeah.
very
He was trying.
needy.
Yeah, but he was trying really hard to say the right thing all the time.
He
And
was.
when the whole, if we can skip to what happened,
Oh, but even before that, though, she's like, you have to understand, I am expecting to have flowers.
I know,
All the
but
time.
like, where was
you
he
didn't
going to
even
get them
bring
in
me
any
Mexico?
flowers.
Where was he
She's
going to
like,
get
I don't
them?
understand. Even when they moved in, she's like,
Yeah,
sat him down and that was when I was like, oh, maybe you're a little bit more cringe than
Yeah.
he is. But then,
But then.
but then,
Tell
so
us.
then there was a whole sexting scandal. So basically, she finds his phone and sees these messages,
Mhm.
which, as a precursor, he had said in the pods to her that he had an experience where he had like essentially cheated on his girlfriend for doing effectively the same thing, which
I mean,
was
so the red flag was already
yeah, and he
That's
was
so-
honest about it. But so she finds it and basically ends the relationship, and you just see this moment where the facade of him just drops. He's like, okay, so I don't have to do this anymore. Like
Which
he
was
stops having
wild.
crazy eyes.
It was wild. It's
Yeah.
like- as if he was like playing a part for multiple episodes and literally was like, okay, so we're done now then?
Yeah, we're done.
But honestly, like
You're
from
done.
the
You're
moment,
done.
the
Yeah.
moment they started focusing on them as a couple, like
You
them in the
knew.
pause, I knew. Like I was like, they're not gonna make
This
it.
isn't no.
I was a little surprised how like on
Mhm.
board she was with
Mhm.
it. Like
Yeah.
as they were,
Yeah.
as they saw each other, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're so cute," and I was like,
I was like,
"Are
is he?
you?"
In a world, he could be.
Yeah, he has,
No hate, no hate.
he has
Um,
attributes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He
it
is
just-
part black.
the silence, the silence. But
Which
yeah, like
part?
it just seemed like everything he said was a front.
Yeah.
like it just wasn't. It's like what he thought people wanted
Yeah.
to hear,
Yeah.
women wanted to hear.
Which
Yeah.
this season had quite a few people.
What?
The men in this
Yeah.
season were all giving, like Leo, to go back, was
Yeah.
like that. And then who's our next couple? Because I bet you the next person is just like that.
Well,
Mm.
we've got, funny enough, we've got Alexandra and Tim. Waste.
Oh yeah.
I think
Waste,
you
waste,
you were
waste.
thinking about somebody else, but I
Yeah.
also.
Oh, I'm thinking of
But
two
he's
people.
this was also
Yeah, but-
like
So we got Alexandra and Tim, who the second, honestly, when they're in the pots, I promise you, I fast forwarded every time they spoke.
yeah.
Because I was like, I don't feel this. I don't think we
I
like
watch
each other.
because he's cute. I like to look at him.
I actually disagree.
Okay, fair.
I feel nothing about his looks.
I think that
I
he
thought
looks
he
like
was
an angry
cute.
Muppet.
I'm hoping I'm thinking of the right person. Alexandra was the girl who like clearly hated him, right?
No.
She put her hand on his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she hated
Oh my God,
him.
that was
She
He
hated-
hated,
she
he
hated-
hated her.
They hated each
Yeah.
other.
They hated each. That's
But-
why I was like, I couldn't watch
But the
this.
way she spoke to him, I was like, you hate that man.
But the way that he
You
spoke
don't
to
like that
her,
man.
when he's
For
like,
sure.
you know, you took a nap after, you know,
4 hours
four
of
hours
talking to my family.
parents.
Yeah.
And like, how dare you? And for that
Dare
reason,
you.
I never want to see you again.
Oh my God.
Like what?
These people are
Yeah.
wild.
You didn't wash the dishes in this moment, and clearly we're not going to work. And he,
Sick.
and the way that he, the condescending. So you're going to let
Yeah.
me
Oh.
speak? He's very condescending.
I
She's
hate
like,
that.
Oh, he was giving crazy.
exactly. He would finish his whole thing. Now she is like, okay, I'm going to start. Oh, so, trying to say something. And he goes, oh, so can I not continue?
Yeah,
He was
'Cause-
giving narcissist.
totally.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle the idea that someone would stand up to him. He would see it as disrespect, which is not.
Yeah.
That's
He
you don't
wants someone
see her
that
as an
will lie
equal.
down on the ground
Correct.
and like
Yeah.
walk all over them.
Even though, like during the pods, he said he wanted somebody to stand up to him. Like that. Can,
Clearly not.
Clearly not.
Ugh.
You know why I think that you might think that he's cute?
Why?
I have a thought. It just came in my mind.
Uh-oh.
So, for example, Neo. The singer?
Neo.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
So I love me some Neo, okay? 'Cause
Okay.
he makes a fantastic tracks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then he
Where are
also
we going?
always needs to have, just listen to this, y'all. He needs to have a hat on
Okay.
in order to be cute.
God.
Right.
You heard it here first,
Right.
folks. Neo needs a hat.
Miss Independent. Right? That's what he wants, right? But keep your hat on. Because with a hat on, he looks, presentable.
Yeah.
He looks kind of cute.
Yeah.
So Tim, when he has a hat on in his final scene, when he's basically saying that I'm done with you, when he had that white hat on,
You were like, now I get
he
it.
looked presentable.
Okay.
But
But
otherwise,
what about when he wanted to buy that hat in Mexico?
No, not that hat. Not that
No,
hat.
that's
Moving
only
on.
some hat.
We're done with that
We're
man.
done.
We're done
Moving
with
on.
that
yeah.
man.
So it was just toxic the whole time.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say about Alexandra not the only thing. Okay, when she walked in to meet the parents, why were both of your arms in your pockets still? I don't know why that bothered me, but it bothered
Because
me.
it's not very
Well, she
respectful.
clearly didn't give as much effort.
Yeah, it just, it felt
100%.
like, can't you take your hands out?
Right.
Yeah.
Can't you give them a proper hug?
Right?
You took out one hand and gave one hand hug.
Yeah.
The grandma hug.
The grandma.
Totally.
I thought it
Or
was like
the
a bro
Oprah
hug.
I
Oh my
hate her.
gosh,
Exactly.
okay.
Okay, so we're past them.
Yeah.
Now, this couple, because I'm
She's
shaking.
frenetic.
I'm
She's
shaking,
got the
okay?
energy.
Marissa
Oh, and
and Ramses.
Ramses.
Child, when I tell you,
Someone speak on the locks that he
Okay,
had.
let's start from the pod. Let's
Three
start from the
locks,
pod.
please.
your Jerry Curl wannabe something, right? Because I know you college shit, okay? Because I know he's Latino, okay? So but he's an Afro Latino, okay? So I love that. But
Okay.
the fact that they never, ever, ever, ever gave us even a morsel of understanding as to what is going on with your head.
It's like the lore of his locks. Like, please
I'm
explain.
so excited you said lore on the episode I was on. Oh my god.
Lore.
But like, I just want to know, like,
Why?
did you think it looked good?
I think they must have a meaning. There must be. That's the only thing I could possibly imagine why you'd have that.
If somebody knows, pop it down in a
So like when they opened up, like, when you first have the reveal
Mm-hmm.
and then they see each other,
Mm-hmm.
I did actually agree with Marissa's mom that they do look like siblings.
Mm.
I mean, I can't really speak on that because gay men constantly date people that look like each other.
Mm.
You don't see it as much with the straight people, but I guess you're attracted to what you're attracted to.
But like
I love
she-
that your mom said that. Like, how vicious.
that's in front of them.
I know. She
Yeah.
was
She was
I
something
loved
else,
her.
I know.
She looked like
Great.
she's like,
shocked.
let's go outside and have a one too.
Yeah,
She looks
TV
like I'll mess you up
gold.
with her. She has a tongue ring,
Yeah,
and she said, "I'll mess you up,"
I mess you
Um,
up.
and I hope she does. I hope she did.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I think that Marissa is so cute.
She is.
Mhm.
She's adorable.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She's really sweet. She's super bubbly, right? And when they're talking, they were very, romantic and sexual in Mexico.
Yeah.
And then when coming back, my girl is slightly sick. But even before that, they're talking about, how they're going to have, sex for the rest of their lives and how she wants to have kids in maybe 3 to 5 years. And he's like, well, I'm not wearing a condom. And she's like, well, I'm not going on the pill. He goes, well, then I'm not going to have bad sex because I don't have condom sex.
Yeah. That was very
Yeah.
cringe.
So that was the first moment of
Yeah.
Well, especially because it's so I'm going to use a word, a big word, antithetical to what he's normally because he's like, oh, I'm super progressive and I love women's rights and blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, JK lol, I won't use a condom because I don't respect you.
literally. So that was the first
Crazy.
little one too.
Yeah.
But tied into that was that he was blown away that she wanted to have kids before she was 39. But yet he doesn't want to use a condom. So
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Make
get
it make sense.
I don't get it.
Make it make sense. And and then she was sick or she was about to have her period, PMSing or whatever, as we do.
As it happens. Yeah.
As it happens. And man's like, will this be my life if I'm not having sex?
right.
She's like,
Right.
my girl's like, achoo.
Well, it's do you even know how the human body works or women? What?
Yeah.
No, clearly not. Disgusting.
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 So red flag number 2.
Yeah.
And then talks to his friends. And then out of the blue, literally is like, I really enjoyed your energy and I really love your energy. But because of your energy, we're breaking up this wedding.
Wild.
Absolutely.
And when she was crying, I felt that.
Yeah.
I
'cause
shed a
that's
tear, actually. She was
heartbreaking.
heartbroken.
Of
Yeah.
course.
She said, I've never felt this kind of heartbreak before.
Blindsided.
Yeah.
And
Nasty
when she's on the
behavior.
phone with her mom, I actually wish that they kept having her mom's voice.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she was like, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah.
Where is he right now?
Yeah. 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 Silent because she was on her way
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Just heard the
Obviously.
what?
Yeah.
What?
You just heard the what?
Yeah.
I'm sure there was more.
Crazy.
I mean, I
Waste.
think there was a bit of Delulu on both sides.
For
but,
sure.
He was just.
You have
So
to be
boring.
Delulu to be on that show, though. That's the thing. I watch it, and the whole time I'm like, who are these people that are getting engaged after 5 days? Who are these people that are agreeing to this? It took me months. Months.
Do you think you could have been on a show like this?
No, never. Oh my God. No.
I think I could have tried
I
it.
think I could.
I could have, yeah. I think that the experiment part of it is very interesting because I do think that you can fall in love with an essence
Yeah,
of a person, and when all you do is talk and you don't even see each other, I believe that.
maybe.
To get to the marriage part, who knows? But I think that the initial I really care for this person, even though I don't even know who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do think that
Yeah,
works.
it's not that. I don't disagree with that. It's just the idea of then you get married, that you're doing all these things. I'm like,
You don't
no.
have a choice. It's not like.
Yeah, you can say no.
You can say no.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Francis is I don't love joy.
Yeah.
So,
So bye. So bye.
you know?
Who's our next victim?
All right. I like this couple, but there are moments of ick, right? So you've got Garrett and Taylor.
Taylor.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
They are
them.
so cute.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
They
did-
did couple.
If you haven't watched it, but they did get married.
Slay.
Slay.
Yeah.
Right? I love the little nerdy couple.
Yeah.
Both scientists. I think that she is
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Okay.
Yeah.
First and
Oh,
foremost.
when he saw her, he was like,
but
I need an EpiPen.
But he was a little worried because
That
she
she
didn't
was
want to talk
ethnic.
about
Yeah.
her. She's like, I'll tell you my dad's name.
Yeah.
I think it was Tim or something because that's
Yeah.
Tom.
Tom, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because who knows what that would be. But then he's like, I'm not going to tell you my mom's name
Right.
because that will make you probably guess my ethnicity. And
Yeah.
I don't want that to be something that you know before we get to know each other.
Right.
And he was it was a little bit red flaggy because he was like, kind of need to know that.
I don't know if he said
He didn't say that. I'm making those
I know.
words up.
But I think the way that I interpreted it was just that it was outside of his white bread world.
Yes,
And it
because
was-
he did say he's
Yeah.
only dated white people.
Exactly.
But you also came on a show that you don't see anything because you're looking at a wall.
100%.
So you could be talking to
100%.
Shrek herself, right? So, like,
So many onions.
you know,
Except
but
that
you chose to come on the show.
everyone
Yeah.
in that show is always pretty good looking. That's the thing. You're always they
Yeah, but it
very
may not
much
be the good looking for you, though,
for sure,
right?
for sure.
Maybe not your type, but you still chose to come on something that
Yeah.
you have no idea what someone looks
Yeah,
like.
you agreed to this.
So, like, if
Yeah.
you're deciding that, like, that might be hard for you outside of your white world,
yeah,
Yeah.
you chose the wrong show.
Yeah.
totally.
You know?
But luckily for him, he's had the like wife glow up. Have you seen him? He's like she's really
Oh,
turned
no.
him around.
Oh, yeah.
He has
The
way
long
better
hair.
style. Yeah, she
Yeah.
really she put in the work. Someone
She
cooks
did.
here.
She did.
Someone cooks.
Now, the only thing that, like, I think their only moment of red flag that they had together was when his ex had messaged him, I guess, in congratulations or whatever. And he said, like, I think it was like an hour prior to them going to that, like, Great Gatsby, like, reunion,
Mhm.
said, like, oh, I only pressed, like,
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
like, I
and
only
then he
hearted
told
it.
that he actually responded to it.
Yeah. And when he got a couple of drinks in him, he said, oh, I actually said, like, thank you. I'm happy to whatever these things. But she was like, I only just now got a little bit over you doing a tap back to her. But then
Yeah.
now when
Yeah.
other people are around, you then now bring up that you said more things.
Mm,
So, like, it's not horrible,
no.
but, like, I could see why she was frustrated.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But
The
then on top-
omission is bad.
Exactly. And she was saying how her dad did not want to be filmed. So when they went to San Diego, like, you can see that she was just using her own phone at, like, the dinner that they all had.
Right.
But didn't want to be on the show, didn't want to be filmed. But then when he showed up at the wedding and had a speech with him about, like, you know,
Cute.
you need good people in your life
Mhm.
through whatever, through thick and thin.
Yeah.
I thought that was really sweet.
That was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Love.
felt that one.
Yeah.
It was
Like
love.
Papa.
Love.
It was a Papa love moment.
Yeah.
That's my only full
They're
pause on
they're
them.
proof that the experiment works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Cameron and
Yeah.
Lauren,
Yeah.
the best couple of all time on that show.
Next up.
Well, I feel like you're gonna say
Oh
Sorry,
no, I
something.
was
sorry.
gonna say that I was definitely rooting for them. I will
Yes,
say
me
like
too.
the two couples that I really wanted to work out, they
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
this might be my favorite season because like yes.
Yes.
Mm,
Slay.
Speaking of love, to the next one,
To the next
right? We've got Ashley and Taylor.
Tyler.
My apologies. Tyler.
Also
The one that's
gorgeous
a
girl.
baby.
Did they
You mean
already?
3 babies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like they had
No,
a
no.
baby.
He
No.
he really
Yeah.
was giving like, I'm such a great guy, I'm blah blah blah, and then all this stuff has come out about him afterwards, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yike.
Here's my thing is that, like, first of all, Ashley, gorgeous.
Drop dead
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Beautiful,
Drop dead,
beautiful,
gorgeous.
beautiful, beautiful.
Features on fleek, just everything looked great. Her weave was sitting. Okay. She looked
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Right. And, like, I really do like him.
Hmm.
Do I think that he had opportunities to discuss things better?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now, when you think about it at first, yeah, you should have brought up the fact that you're essentially a sperm donor.
but he's not
Um,
a sperm donor.
But yeah, let me get to that.
Okay.
Right? In the pods.
That's what he said
Yeah,
too.
like, you should-
he
yeah,
he
you
claimed
should-
his kids as sperm
Exactly.
donations, which is like,
to his, like, gay friends, which is really sweet. But you could have told me that in the pods. And
Yeah.
that's why her frustration was, right?
Yeah.
Let me know that you have 3 biological children.
right.
Right? But when she asks him, do they know what you look like? And he said no.
And then there are all these pictures of them together wearing matching pajamas. Like, please. He also had a mini relationship with the mother. Yeah. So it's very,
They
it's
didn't know
it's so much
that.
more
Know that
messier than that.
either.
Yeah, they were all the kids were conceived naturally.
Parda?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
It wasn't
Mama.
a turkey-based
No,
situation.
it was not. It was not.
Nobody went to
no,
the clinic.
No. Yeah, the mom has been coming out with all this stuff about how, like, they had a bit of a like it was, yes, originally like, oh, he was giving like helping them, and then I think her and her partner like separated, and then him and her sort of had a thing. So yeah, it's a lot messier.
I didn't.
Yeah,
know that.
he was the way he was really like not claiming them. Nasty
He
behavior.
wasn't claiming them. And then I see all these pictures of them riding on his back and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, my.
yeah,
Oh, now that kind of changes my thought.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
he was
here thinking
giving.
they're so sweet. And
No,
I'm like,
it's not. No, no. Yeah, he's the ultimate crazy.
But my thing is, like, you're going on to a very well watched show. Like,
People
these
are going
things
to
will
do their
come out.
research. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Nasty.
upset now.
Yeah, told ya.
Well, let's go to the last.
Oh
shame
my
for
gosh,
shame
yes,
for shame,
please.
shame for shame.
Ooh.
We got and Nick.
Doomed from the start.
Okay, I'm gonna advocate for Nick for a second.
Sure.
Please.
Is he a Donald Duck that could, figure out life a little better? Sure.
100%.
Is he 28 and doesn't know how to boil water? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was wild.
Use
That was
his,
wild.
what would I call it? His swag behind the wall to kind of lure people in? Yes. Does he have opportunities to grow? Absolutely. But did Hannah have to ride him like that?
The way she spoke to him,
Like she rode that duck.
I felt uncomfortable through the screen. I was like,
Yeah.
It's like she had a notebook.
I can't believe, I cannot
So,
believe.
Do you
yeah.
think this is me bashing you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perhaps.
I turned you from a boy to a man.
Well, claim to fame. Claim to fame.
She was actually she looked like looks great.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Yeah.
But she was horrible to him.
I was quite disappointed in the way that she was all like, I'm so insecure if people aren't gonna know like what I look like, and I get that. I understand. Then the fact that she sees him and she was being so like, and he said he was gonna be big and I'm not into little men like that. And I'm like, girl, like projection. You're projecting, like you don't see that you're actually the problem.
Yeah. She was like being very condescending at every turn. I'm like, I'm building you. I'm making you. If you succeed, it's because I did it.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't
Wild.
a moment that she didn't think that like she was better.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
My favorite was when she's like, your or was it now that we're getting married, like my debt is your debt, my responsibilities are your responsibilities. But like when it comes to his chores, like him taking out the garbage, she's like, did you do it?
Did you do it?
Do you feed the cat? Like,
yeah.
what happened to
are
us
your
sharing?
Responsibilities.
Yeah, like,
oh
my God.
What are your responsibilities? What are your bills?
The way that this season was the women hate the men. It's just so. I mean, like,
I'm here for it.
Fair enough. Fair.
Shall we get to?
We should do. I think we only have time for 2.
Okay.
So tell us about the segment.
All right. So whenever we have a guest, we're gonna have a fun or you're done.
Yes.
Right.
It's our way of closing out the episode.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And so fun is you're into it, you like it, you agree with it, and you're done is we hate it.
Yeah.
We're over it.
But in this, you're also going to have to guess which person this is.
Yes.
Or I'll tell you the person, and then we'll just tell you if it's
we'll
fun or
guess first. I like the guess.
But I think we need to bring up our prop.
Our prop. So, because iconic Olivia is the one who created this, you have your very own
my very
microphone. Yay!
All right, so I'm going to read a description of what they're looking for, and you're going to tell me who the person was.
And then whether or not they're fun or you're done. Okay, start with the first one.
I'm going to say person so that you don't automatically.
Yeah.
An ambitious person who will match my communication style and become a dog person to my fur person.
Okay, that was so vague.
Is it Tim?
What's your guess?
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't even, I don't know who had a dog. It's Hannah. It's Hannah.
Is that a fun or you're done?
You're done. You're done. Okay.
You're done. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Someone who would vibe on the same level, and if they happen to laugh at my goofy jokes, even better.
I think I know who this is.
Who do you think?
I think it's Marissa.
You think it's Marissa?
Goofy jokes. I'm thinking Garrett.
Both incorrect.
Oh.
It is Leo.
Yikes.
You're done.
Okay, give us one more.
One more, okay. I'm looking for an intelligent and empathic partner who doesn't mind their habit of burping out loud.
Ew. I don't know.
Who was it?
Empathic?
Yeah. Empathic or empathetic?
Empathic.
Marissa? I'm going to guess.
Correct.
Yeah. Cheers to that. You got it.
Great you.
And is Marissa fun or you're done?
I see she's fun.
I say she's fun. She's got some
You know
stuff
what?
to work out, but
And we ended on a high note.
yeah,
On fun.
I'm fun.
Oh my God. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us for your first of many episodes.
Love
I bet you'll
Thank
be
you
back.
so
I bet
much.
you'll be back. Anything you want to tell the viewers before we sign off?
Oh my God, I'm not prepared for this moment. I mean,
Okay.
I guess I'll ask you a question. Do you think love is truly blind?
Yeah.
oh,
Sight
oh
unseen.
my gosh. I do, but to a point. Like I said, I am a realist.
Yeah.
I think that do I think everlasting love is blind? Maybe not.
Mm.
But initially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Food
Heard
for
it here.
thought, folks.
Food
Food
for
for thought. Okay. Well, we loved having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And folks, as always, check us out on social media on You're Done the Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And you can watch us on YouTube and now on Spotify.
Yes.
Otherwise, listen to us on Apple Podcasts and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.